Assalamualaikum and good morning. We are from Group Numeric Tech and our team members are IQRA, SHAFIQ, FARITH, RIZAN and CHUAH. Today, we would like to present our project which is called Number System Converter. Number systems are a fundamental concept in digital technology and computer science. In our daily lives, we commonly use the decimal number system. However, computers do not operate using decimal. Instead, they rely on binary, octal, and hexadecimal number systems to represent data, manage memory, and execute programs. Because of this difference between human and computer number systems, it is important for students in computing-related fields to understand how these number systems are connected. This understanding forms the foundation for many areas in computer science and digital systems.
Now, I am going to explain the objective of our number system converter program. First of all, the main objective of this project is to develop a useful computer application that converts numbers between decimal, binary, octal and hexadecimal system. This is because computers utilize binary to think and use octal and hex system to organize data, while humans use decimal numbers daily in our life. This project streamlines the process of switching between this system and eliminates the need for complex manual calculations. This program serves as an excellent resource for users as it clearly displays the step-by-step logic for every conversion. Finally, the tool saves each result to a file, allowing users to review their conversion history at any time.
Now for the methodology, the program uses the CMAT library for the pow function, and the string library for string variables and the size function, and the fstream library to save and retrieve output data via ofstream. A switch statement is used to evaluate user input and determine the source number base. Void functions handle all other conversions and store the results as strings. This makes it easier to include letters like A to F when working with hexadecimal. To process conversions, the program treats the string input as an array of characters within a switch block. This allows each digit to be assigned its corresponding value, 0 to 9 for standard digits and 10 to 15 for hexadecimal characters A to F. Once the digits are mapped, the number is passed to a decimal conversion function, which acts as a bridge for further transformation. However, octal and hexadecimal can be converted to binary directly by passing the decimal bridge for improved efficiency. For the conversion itself, we use a switch statement alongside the size function to isolate each digit. This allowed us to assign each digit its correct value and then multiply it by its corresponding power of the base for decimal conversion. Then, the remainder operator is used for converting the decimal to other bases.
Welcome to the coding segment of the video. I will briefly show you the codes, but since to preserve time, I will have to go through it quickly. So here is our header. Then we have the function prototype over here. Okay, and then here is the main function. Here is where we open the save file variable. And then we prompt the user here, which will enter this switch, which will determine the processes for each cases that they entered. Then we close the save file and we show that data saved successfully. Then we return 0. That's all for main. And then we have the first function here is intro, which basically display the manual. Then we have base 2. If the user entered base 2, it will receive the data. Then it will evaluate the next step, which will send to another 3 functions here, which will display the base 2 in other bases. Then we have base 8. If the user entered base 8, same step. There's 3 other functions to display in 3 other bases. Then base 10. Then 3 function of display, then base 16, and then still displaying 3 as well. So here is all the processes in order to obtain the result number. So you can view the results after this that will be presented by my friend, which this program works well and we formatted the answer to look clean. So that's all from me.
Hi, so now I will explain the results of our program. When we compile and run our program, we will first show our group name and the instructions on how to use our program. The program will then make us to insert a number and state the corresponding base for the number. If both the number and the base are valid, the program will convert it into the 3 other bases. Then, the program will produce a file named saveanswers.txt and save the numbers there. Next, for the second result, if we insert an invalid number for the corresponding base, like 999 in base 8, the program will tell us that the number is invalid and will continue to do this until we insert a valid number. Lastly, if we insert a base other than base 2, 8, 10, and 16, the program will go to its default case and show that the program has failed.